Greetings, geeks and geekerellas. It is me. I am back. Still a little bit under the weather, but also still caffeinated, so. And holy shit, this episode. Of course, I'm here to talk about Krypton, as you can tell by the title. And as you can tell from that, you know that I like it. But to know exactly what happens, stay tuned. I'll do a plot summary review. But before I do, it will go into spoilers. And if you haven't seen this episode, oh my god, please watch it. Come back and watch this. I mean, oh my wow. Holy wow, this was... So, spoiler alert from here on out. Let's get into this episode. So, we start off the episode with the team reeling from the end of last episode, which included, holy cow, killing a child. Who would have expected Siffy to okay that? But Seg sends, I believe his name is Vex. The bartender dude. He sends him away. Because he don't want him to die. And he totally won't come back in the finale. I feel like it's going to be Deus Ex Space Bros next week, but we can talk about that later. So, in the middle of the night, Lyda finds Zod up, General Zod up, and with a big gun. And he tells her what he's doing, and that's he's gonna go find Doomsday, and he's gonna let Doomsday loose. Well, instead of saying, why the hell are you doing that? Everybody wake up. No, she's like, okay, I'll come with you. Bitch, what? Then as they're going, they reach the vault. Sag and Jaina show up, and it's like, we knew you were leaving. I know these tunnels better than you, so I got here before you. Meanwhile, throwing shade at Lyda for her crappy decision. Well, then big revelation 1 happens when we find out that Zod, like fans speculated, at least the original timeline's Zod in this universe was Sag's son. What the fuck? So as fans who were wildly speculating at the beginning of what if Jor-El and Zod were brothers, half brothers. I mean, that's the word I was thinking of. Can't believe a brain farted on the word half. So they're half brothers. And you're like, whoa. Then, revelation number 2, Jaina had the forethought to move Doomsday and not tell Lyta. But you're like, yay! Because he opens the chamber because he's part El and part Zod. And then, just as that's happening, Seg gets a little thing on his comm saying that there's a problem with Doomsday. And so it's revealed that another revelation number 3. While moving it, they accidentally broke something and they can't undo it, which means that now Doomsday is a ticking time bomb unless they can figure out some Hail Mary way to fix it. Which they later come up with the idea, thanks to Grandpa, hologram Grandpa, to use this power of the city's dome. But as we can tell from later in the episode, that probably doesn't happen. So, whoa. But then, turn point, guess you could say revelation number 4. The downstairs people, the cave people, say that, nope, he's gonna be your problem now. Brainiac wants to take Kandor, so we're gonna move Doomsday to Kandor so that he's now Brainiac's problem. And Seg tries to tell them that if he takes Kandor, they will eventually take Krypton, and they're like, we don't care, not our problem. And you're like, So they cut back to the Zod family drama. General Zod challenged Jaina to be head of the Sagittari when everything is said and done, because the reason why Jaina's thought is that she wants to put everything back, save Krypton, and then go back to being Sagittari, leader of the Krypton military. Well, General Zod is like, nope, I'm going to challenge you to the death. No mercy. And they have this big, drawn-out, brutal fight. I mean, if you thought the last Zod versus Zod fight was brutal, oh my god. And then, this really wasn't a revelation, but just what the fuck moment number, I don't know, 5, 10. Lyta shoots Jaina. What? And then Jaina just stumbles away. Well, General Zod says, come with me, I have a backup plan. And she's like, what is your backup plan? And he proceeds to tell her that he knows of someone who could possibly save them and has a different, could either find Doomsday or has an alternate thing to save them. Which with him I'm very iffy on. But then he says what the plan is, or who the plan is. It's Grandpa, not Hollow Grandpa, but real Grandpa. Apparently he's still alive. Probably in the Phantom Zone. But that's revelation number, what are we at? 5? And then, if that wasn't enough, we cut to Jaina and she's stumbling, almost dying. Then, hooded figure who's appeared a couple times in the episode finally makes his presence known. And hear me, I thought it was going to be Adam. But now that I realize it, he was too broad to be Adam. It's the brother! The brother we thought was dead. Lyda's uncle. General Zod's uncle. Oh my god, he's still alive. Another big revelation. Jesus, this episode. Then while that is going on, Nissa and Seg actually find a way to cause a temporary truce between Black Zero and the military. Are they also called the Sagittari? I don't remember. I'm too hyped up right now. I'm forgetting things. But they actually work together to cause a truce, to create an army to go up against Brainiac. Or the voice of Rao, who's being controlled by Brainiac. And so, but Seg at the last minute says, no, I cannot do this. He gives his glowing crystal thing to Nissa. And then says that you're the only person I can trust. Take this and go to the city where Vex is. We'll first shut down the Fortress of Solitude, then take a flyer to that city and run. And you're like, what? So, because basically the whole thing about Doomsday definitely probably broke up Seg and Lyda. Which I am all for Nissa and Seg right now. I hope she doesn't turn out to be bad. I love her now. And I really support and ship them two together. Don't know what that is. But anyway. And they go confront Brainiac, the army. Semi-led by Seg, which I really like that scene because they're like, we don't follow you. And he says, well, that wasn't really a command. It was more of a suggestion. Like a survival suggestion. Which I love Seg's personnel. Especially in this episode where we get more depth to him. And we get more of like his insecurities and all. Which was really cool. But then they go to confront him, and of course he's Brainiac, and somehow he manages to control the people to start, instead of turning on him, turn on each other, and kill everyone by having them kill each other until it's just Brainiac, until it's just Voice of Rao and Seg. And Voice of Rao actually uses like telepathy type shit and almost kills Seg. But at the last minute, Nissa comes in, stabs him in the skull with the freaking crystal, which kills him. They have a touching moment, then they fucking kiss, which you're like, whoa. And I'm like, yay. And then they're like, shit, we need to get out of here, because the dome is starting to disintegrate. They grab the crystal and GTFO. Then he reconfigurates, and it's no longer Voice of Rao. It's Brainiac himself in all his full glory, full suit. We get to see him, not just face, whole body with glowing purple, black. He looks awesome. 1,000 times better than the shit that we get on Supergirl. Which is frustrating me because apparently this show isn't doing as well as Supergirl. But it's my opinion at least 100 times better. At least this current season of Supergirl. I still love Supergirl. And I'll still review it, but this season's been kind of lackluster in comparison to Krypton. But anyway, I know I missed out on other stuff like Daddy Nissa's dad and bunch of, and probably some other stuff, and I'm sorry, but I'm kind of short on time here. I will say this. Please support this show in any way that you can. Spread word about it. Spread word maybe of this review. If not for me, then for the show, because I really fucking want a season 2. This show is so good. This episode was great. I loved it. Please share word about Krypton. I saw a thing on Screen Rant which frustrated me. They didn't even give the show a chance before shitting on it. And apparently the ratings aren't doing well. So please, if you can, watch the finale live. Do whatever you can, spread word about this show. Because please, I do not want this to go the way of Rise. I need more than one season of this. Please, people. Please. Anyway, that's it for now. I think that's the third, fourth time that Tormund has fallen. And I think that's a good signal to end things. Anyway, if you like this frantic video, hit the like button. If you like this face, hit the subscribe. I will see you, if all else fails, for the other House of Bell member of prominence right now. Which I will say is getting better. Just season on the whole compared to Krypton, I don't think it's a competition. Krypton wins. But anyway, we'll see when the new episode comes in. But anyway, I might think of something else, but if I don't, till next time, and beyond.